Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Umema Ghazal, and today in this video, we will talk about a very interesting topic, which is medicinal chemistry. Medicinal chemistry is basically the branch of science which concerned with the discovery and the development of new medicinal compounds, as well as their transformation into usable medicines, synthesis of new compounds, studies of relationships between the structure of natural or synthetic compounds or synthetic compounds and their biological activities, which are helpful to elucidate their interactions with the various types of receptors, which includes enzymes, DNA, determination of their absorption, transport and distribution properties, and also the study of a metabolic transformation of these chemicals into other chemicals are all involved in this. So medicinal chemistry has been practiced from thousands of years ago, and it also deals with the discovery or the design of a therapeutic chemicals and the development of these chemicals into useful medicines. So when we are talking about medicinal chemistry is a very old and a very early age chemistry. So it includes the chewing of herbs, berries, roots, barks, and for the treatment of various ailments. Some of these early therapeutic studies were highly effective, and the active elements of these natural sources were not discovered until the last century. The father of medicinal chemistry is said to be modern medicinal chemistry is said to be Edward E. Smithman. He was the fellow of a University of Kansas, America, and by on the in the honor of him, the Smithman Award has been given to various medicinal chemists every year. So the therapeutic properties of the diverse plant combination were mentioned in the oldest written documents of Chinese, Indian, South American, and Mediterranean societies as well. Few diseases which can be treated today if drug research was done the same way it was in ancient times. Natural products account for a minor portion of the present medicine markets, and when a natural product is discovered to be active, it is usually chemically changed to improve its qualities. So, this is all about the brief introduction of the medicinal chemistry. Now we are coming to the point generally, what is the work of a medicinal chemist? So medicinal chemist, he can make new compounds. He can able to determine their effect on biological processes, and he is able to alter the structure of the compound for optimum effect and minimum side effects, and steady uptake, distribution, metabolism, and excretion of drugs. So this is the entire day of a medicinal chemist, and the majority of the medicinal chemists operate in laboratories. However, the types of analytical equipments required to separate and identify molecules might vary greatly. So, a medicinal chemist, for example, we can say that may send their medication samples to a biologist after purifying it to assess, and then it can operate in the body. In the subject of medicinal chemistry, keep in mind that biologist and chemist collaborates closely. So now we are coming to another segment, which is said to be the drugs. Because people are having this kind of means perception that drugs, which means tablets, which means any cough syrup, solutions, ointments, those are said to be the drugs. So what is actually drug? So all the chemicals that other than the food that affects our living process, and the drug that affect our living process means like which are able to cure some of the ailments which are there. So in that way, we are needing some kind of a chemicals or a medicines which are said to be drugs, and the drug is a medicine. However, if a drug causes a harmful effect on the body, the drug is said to be a poison. The same chemical can be a medicine and a poison depending on the conditions of the use and the person using it. So in that way, drugs plays both the roles. Sometimes drugs are said to be very effective. Sometimes drugs are said to be ineffective, depending on the body on which the drugs has been taken and depending on the ailment for what purpose drugs has been taken. So we are having every day we are using drugs. The difference is that we don't know actually that we are using drugs. So, when we are talking about drugs, so still produce a response, many are addictive of that drugs. Uh, just caffeine, which we are using in a tea or a coffee, sugar, nicotine, alcohol, food additives, vitamins, herbs, preservatives, all are the kind of a drugs which we all are using. But the thing is that we are not means very much aware about the fact that every day we are using drugs in various forms. If you are taking a tea or a coffee, just like for a one means one cup of a coffee, then it is not said to be the drug. When the people are feeling the craving or they are just like have addictive towards that particular uh, tea or a coffee, so then it is said to be a drug because you are means making your body to be habituated to use that, and to means like your body functions will execute properly when you are getting the because you became addictive. So when your body is getting the amount which you need on everyday basis, then it is not said to be only a cup of coffee, then it is said to be the drug. So it includes various kinds which you are seeing here also, all the things which are available except alcohol and nicotine in our daily lives in our kitchens as well. So these are the means normal means types of a drugs which you can see easily everywhere. So, drugs also has been classified in three or four types. So, one means according to the criteria, because all drugs are not said to be using for the cure of a cancer or any other hereditary disease or any other disease. There are basically so many different kinds of drugs which are used for the specific purpose. So, the first kind or the first criteria in which the drugs has been classified, that is said to be the chemotherapeutic agents. These chemotherapeutic agents used to cure infectious diseases and cancers, sulfur drugs, which include sulfur drugs, antibiotics. So these are meant for the purpose of curing cancer only. Pharmacodynamics used in this particular one, where you are getting non-infection for the curing of the non-infectious diseases as well, and in which it includes cholinergic, adrenergic, hallucinogenic, and sedative diseases and sedatives. Miscellaneous agents, which includes narcotic, analgesic, local anesthetics, so these are said to be meant for that purpose. So, this is all about the drugs classification, and these are the various forms of drugs which we are using, but we are actually not aware that we are using drugs only. Drugs are in the form of aerosols, tablets, capsules, injections, infusions, solutions, cream, suspension. These are all the kind of a drugs and the types of a drugs which everyone is using in various forms. So this is all about the drugs classification and the medicinal chemistry brief introduction. If you like my video, then please do subscribe this channel and share this also. So bye for now. In my next video, we will talk about in detail about the kind of a drugs which are there and the various diseases.